I don't know.
I met with I actually met with some clients in person last week. With the pandemic, there wasn't too many in-person meetings, so it was nice. They were actually a lawyer that I used to work with when I worked at TD, his wife, but his children now, his daughter's now a lawyer. His son-in-law was a really good friend of mine growing up, and so I met with them at their place. And I was telling them these stats about home prices and home sales this year, and they really couldn't believe it. Like, I think the general public believes that there is, a huge drop in prices, huge drop in sales, that everything is plummeting, but it's really not what's happening.
Nope.
And I think the last week, correct me if I'm wrong, Greg, but we've worked together on 2 or 3 files that have had accepted offers. Like, there's just a lot of movement right now in the market. And I think we've been saying that. I think October is going to be a very high month for transactions. And I think the days of, deals or lowered home prices is done for the time being. Like, I think you're not going to be I think you're going to be paying list price at least now. Even every property that I've seen on the market that clients have gotten to look at, they're not just getting clean offers, 10,000 under asking. There's at least 1 or 2 other offers. I've had some people have to go in with no conditions. And again, I would never advise someone to do that. It's a decision they have to make on their own, but they have told me, we're not putting any conditions on this offer. And I'm like, okay, well, we'll figure it out, I guess. But that's certainly happening more often. Are you seeing that as well, Greg, with your offers? I know that we had a couple this week that were very competitive.
Yeah, I mean, but again, it's everybody has a different story. Like, I did one. We did get a great deal, but the great deal was based on the fact that the seller had an inflated price when things started to change. So now what happened is my buyer got it at what it would have been the same price last year. Still a little bit higher than last year. So that's the thing that everybody has to consider. Like, the ones that are selling for less, listed very high when things started to change. The ones that are coming out now are listed more competitively,
right,
with the market. And depending on the amount of time that those people have been there, they're still profiting. They're just not getting that inflated price that we saw at the beginning of the year. But it is way more active. I mean, I have 2 listings. It's been slow on them. There's other factors involved in that, but I have 3 other ones coming this week. And I think we're pricing very competitively with the market. And I even have a seller who's understands that she's not going to get what she was about to get, or what she would have gotten, months ago. And that's the one thing that's the most important. So in terms of out there shopping, looking for a deal, you can offer less. And, working with buyers, I've been doing that. The worst thing they can say is no, but you're still buying at a price that was higher than what you would have paid 12 months ago. But optically, people are just like, oh man, like, I can't believe I would have paid $100,000 more for this in February. But the rates were lower, and now even though it's less, you're still in the end paying more because of the interest rates. But everyone just looks at things differently. You just have to be observant of what's going on.
So are they priced right, or are they priced low?
They're priced right.
Okay.
The new ones coming out are priced right. There's nothing, but that's what I'm saying. People think, like, some of them, people think that they're priced low based on what was happening in the past, but it's not. It's the correction based on the rates.
Well, and I've seen a lot, like, I keep a close eye on Realtor too, and just seeing what's happening in different markets. And I have seen that there's been a lot of price reductions recently. So I think that's also why people think that they're getting a deal, but it's actually just the house. It's readjusting the price to where it should have been listed at originally, but they were, over ambitious.
And that's like, I have a seller right now, and I send her an update every week where I give all the comparables of what's going on, the sales, conditional sales, and then I go versus last year, and then, price reductions and everything, and you read the email and it seems like doom and gloom. Right. And I'm like, this is just what's happening. I go, it's not to say that your house is worth more or less. I'm just giving you the information, and we have to make our decisions based on this,
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, because we'd really like that.